In this lecture, we will understand what is the role of virtualization software in virtualization. So now, as we all know that today in Internet of Things, we use smartwatches, CCTV cameras, smart meters, then smart agriculture sensors, smart home devices. So these will be continuously sending the data to the internet. Like smartwatches, these will continuously collect the data like heart rate and activities, and they will send this data to the server for the storage analysis. Then you have CCTV cameras where these will capture the video and stream it over the internet, and the data it is stored and processed remotely for security monitoring. Then you have smart meters where these measures the electricity or wastage in the real time, and they send usage data to utility providers for billing and the analysis. Then you have smart agriculture sensors where sensors such as soil moisture, temperature and crop conditions, these will be monitored and the data will be sent to the cloud systems in order to help the farmers and make better decisions. Then you have the smart home devices where the devices like the smart lights and the thermostats, these will connect to the internet and they can be controlled remotely through the mobile apps. And all these are connected where all these are connected to the internet, and these will be continuously sending the data. So all devices will generate the data all the time and communicate with the servers, and this will create a need for efficient storage and the processing system. Now here the users do not care like from where the data is stored. Okay, where the data is stored, that is, users are not concerned about the physical location of the data centers, and they just want reliable access to the data. And also they will not care which server processes it, that is, whether the data is processed locally or in the cloud doesn't matter to the users, and they only expect what? Fast and correct results. And they will not bother which country the server is in. That is, the geographical location of the servers is usually invisible to the users, and they focus more on performance than the location. They only care about, that is, the users only care about, is my service working properly? That is, users will expect smooth and uninterrupted service. Downtime or errors reduce the trust in the system. And they care, is my data safe? That is, whether the data is safe. That is, security and the privacy are the major concerns, and users want their data protected from the unauthorized access. And also whether they can access it anytime. That is, the user will expect 24/7 access to their data and the services, and this requires reliable and scalable infrastructure. So this is where the virtualization along with the cloud computing will help. Now, the virtualization allows one physical server. Okay, it will allow one physical server to act like multiple virtual servers, and this will improve the resource utilization and the flexibility. So the cloud computing, it provides the large storage and the processing over the internet, and it ensures the scalability, reliability and easy access to IoT services. So here the users don't see the backend system, and the virtualization, it will hide the complexity, and also the cloud makes everything accessible anywhere. So virtualization and the cloud computing, these will make the IoT systems scalable, reliable and easy to use. Okay, these are the benefits, that is scalability, flexibility, high availability, cost efficiency and the security. Now, what is the role of the virtualization software? Here, softwares like VMware, Microsoft Hyper-V, Oracle VirtualBox, these are the softwares which are used for virtualization. So VMware, it is widely used to create and manage virtual machines on a physical server, and it helps organizations run multiple operating systems on one hardware system efficiently. This Microsoft Hyper-V, it is a virtualization tool which is developed by Microsoft, and it allows users to create virtual machines, and it is commonly used in the Windows-based system. Third is the Oracle VirtualBox, where it is a free and open source virtualization software, and it is popular for learning, testing, and running multiple operating systems on a single computer. Now these divide one powerful physical server into many virtual machines. These will divide one powerful physical server into many virtual machines. That is, virtualization software will split a single physical server into multiple virtual environments, and this allows better utilization of the hardware resources like CPU, memory, and the storage. And here each virtual machine, it works like an independent computer, meaning to say here is each virtual machine will be having its own operating system and the applications, and even though they share the same hardware, they behave like separate computers. So here one computer, it acts like many computers, and each user gets their own virtual system and saves cost and improves the efficiency. So the key benefits here are what? The key benefits are efficient use of hardware, run multiple operating system on one server, then isolation between the applications, ease of management and the scalability, and also the low cost and better resource utilization. So here this is the hypervisor, which will divide what? It will divide one powerful machine into many virtual machines. So here this is about the role of virtualization software. Thank you.